Hello students, this is the video lecture on account of not-for-profit concept. In today's lecture, you will see some adjustments for the not-for-profit concept. So let's start with the adjustments. Here, adjustment is given outstanding expenses of previous year. Previous year expenses were outstanding. In last video, we have discussed that when income and expenses are given as outstanding income or outstanding expense, in current year our sign is plus, but if outstanding income and outstanding expenses are given for the previous year, then our sign is less. So here, let's see the adjustment. Receipt and payment account is given, and on payment side it is mentioned that by administrative expenses 7,000. Adjustment is given. Administrative expenses outstanding of last year 1,000 rupees. First of all, this administrative expenses 7,000 we will record in income and expenditure account debit side. We will record as to administrative expenses 7,000. Let's take the adjustment. Administrative expenses outstanding of last year rupees 1,000. Last year outstanding. Last year outstanding means our sign is less. So from administrative expenses you have to deduct, and it will be recorded as outstanding of last year 1,000 rupees. So from 7,000 we have to deduct 1,000. 6,000 rupees will be recorded in outer column. Second effect will be given in the opening balance sheet because this is the outstanding expenses of last year. So on liability side you have to record outstanding administrative expenses 1,000 in opening balance sheet. Prepaid expenses of previous year. Prepaid of previous year. In current year prepaid is there, then we have to deduct, but prepaid of previous year we have to add. On payment side, insurance amount is given 500 rupees. Adjustment is insurance was prepaid in previous year rupees 100. First we will record this insurance amount 500 in income and expenditure account debit side. It will be recorded as to insurance 500. Let's check the adjustment. Insurance was prepaid in previous year rupees 100. Prepaid in previous year, so we have to add that amount and we have to write as paid in last year 100 rupees. Total amount 600 will be recorded in outer column. Second effect will be given in opening balance sheet. As you know that whenever prepaid expenses there, it will be recorded on the asset side. So in previous year it was prepaid, so in opening balance sheet it will be recorded on asset side as prepaid insurance 100 rupees. Outstanding income of previous year. Outstanding income of previous year. Outstanding income in current year, our sign is plus, but if outstanding income is there for the previous year, then it will be deducted. So on receipt side you can see interest on investment 1,500. Adjustment is given. Last year interest on investment was outstanding 300. First we will record this interest on investment 1,500 in income and expenditure account credit side. We will record as by interest on investment 1,500, and last year interest was outstanding, so last year outstanding our sign is less. So from interest on investment we have to deduct and we have to write that outstanding of last year 300, and after deducting 300 the amount of rupees 1,200 will be recorded in outer column. And this interest was outstanding in previous year, that's why the second effect will be given in opening balance sheet asset side. Outstanding interest on investment 300 rupees. Capitalization of entrance fees. When any income is capitalized, it means you have to add in capital fund. Here example is given. Entrance fees rupees 50,000 which will be capitalized. So let's see how to record. Again some more information is given that full amount of entrance fees is to be capitalized, means whole amount 50,000 rupees will be capitalized. So in balance sheet liability side you have to add in capital fund. In balance sheet liability side capital fund amount. In that capital fund entrance fees will be added rupees 50,000, and then you can add surplus, or if suppose deficit is there then you have to deduct the amount of deficit. Capitalization of entrance fees. Here example is given. Entrance fees is rupees 50,000 but 60% entrance fees capitalized. Out of 50,000 only 60% entrance fees, 60% amount of the entrance fees will be capitalized, and balance amount will remain as an income in income and expenditure account. So first effect will be given in income and expenditure account, credit side, less from entrance fees. Second effect will be given in balance sheet liability side, add in capital fund. So in income and expenditure account, credit side, first you will record by entrance fees 50,000. From that you have to deduct 60%. You have to calculate 60%, that you will get 30,000, and you will record less 60% capitalize 30,000. So from 50,000 you have to deduct 30,000. 20,000 rupees will be recorded in outer column. Second effect will be given in the closing balance sheet. In capital fund you have to add and you have to record 60% entrance fees, that is rupees 30,000. Life membership fees is to be capitalized. For example, life membership fees rupees 1 lakh, full amount capitalized. Whole amount will be added in the capital fund in balance sheet liability side. So in balance sheet liability side, add in capital fund. You can see in balance sheet liability side, first capital fund is written, then in that you have to add life membership fees 1 lakh rupees. If surplus is there then you have to add, and suppose deficit is there then you have to deduct the amount of deficit. Next adjustment, creation of special fund out of donation. In this receipt and payment account, receipt side donation amount is given 40,000. First adjustment, at the beginning of the year building fund was 75,000. Donation include donation for building fund rupees 15,000. So the donation amount is 40,000. Out of 40,000, 15,000 amount is for building fund. So let's see the effect. First, in income and expenditure account, credit side we will write by donation 40,000. Let's take first adjustment. At the beginning of the year building fund was 75,000. At the beginning of the year building fund was 75,000. Any kind of fund you have to record in liability side. So in balance sheet liability side it will be appear as building fund 75,000. Next adjustment, donation include donation for building fund 15,000. So in donation 15,000 is included for the building fund. So from donation you have to deduct and you have to write donation for building fund 15,000. So from 40,000, 15,000 will be deducted. Amount will be recorded in outer column, that is rupees 25,000. Second effect will be given in balance sheet liability side. You have to add in building fund and you have to write as add donation 15,000 and total amount will be 90,000, which will be recorded in outer column. Prize fund. Here also receipt and payment account is given. On receipt side it is mentioned donation received for prize fund 800. On payment side it is given by prize awarded 500. Adjustment is given. The organization has balance in prize fund since last year rupees 5000. So in prize fund there is 5000 rupees from last year. Let's see how to record. In opening balance sheet it will be recorded as prize fund rupees 5000, which is given in the adjustment. Let's see the adjustment again. The organization has balance in prize fund since last year rupees 5000. So since last year organization having a 5000 rupees as a prize fund. So first it will be recorded in opening balance sheet liability side prize fund 5000. Same second effect will be given in closing balance sheet. Same amount will be recorded prize fund 5000 rupees. Now let's take first receipt side. Here it is given two donations received for prize fund 800. So donation is received in prize fund. You have to add in closing balance sheet liability side. So add donation received 800. Total amount is 5800. Now let's take the payment side. By prize awarded. The prize are distributed for 500 rupees. So that prize which are awarded, that will be deducted. So from prize fund you have to deduct prize awarded 500, and after deducting amount will be recorded in outer column, that is 5300. Again receipt and payment account is given. On a receipt side, to collection from essay competition 2000, to donation received 3000, by expenses for essay competition 1000. Adjustment is given. To create prize fund, the organization had arranged essay competition. 50% of donation is for prize fund which was collected from parents at the time of competition. First adjustment. To create a prize fund, the organization had arranged essay competition. So let's see how to give the effect. Here collection from essay competition 2000. After that on receipt side it is given two donation received 3000. That you have to record in income and expenditure account credit side, that is income side, by donation 3000. Take first second adjustment. 50% of donation is for prize fund which was collected from parents at the time of competition. So from donation you have to deduct 50% donation and you have to record as less 50% donation for prize fund, that is 1500, and in outer column amount will be recorded. That 1500 amount is received for prize fund. So here prize fund will be created in balance sheet liability side. Prize fund 1500, that is the 50% amount of donation. Now let's take again receipt side. Let's see to collection from essay competition, and here first adjustment is given. To create prize fund, the organization had arranged essay competition. So that collection from essay competition amount will be added in the prize fund in balance sheet liability side. This is the closing balance sheet. In prize fund you have to add receipt from essay competition 2000. So total amount is 3500. By expense on payment side you can see by expense for essay competition 1000. Expenses you have to deduct from the prize fund. So in closing balance sheet liability side, from prize fund you have to deduct and you have to write that expenses for essay competition 1000. So after deducting amount will be recorded in outer column. Again receipt and payment account is given. Income from prize fund investment 1000. Donation received for prize fund 500. On payment side, by prize awarded 1800. Adjustment is given. Institute has prize fund of rupees 5000 which was invested. Earlier institution has a prize fund, so it will be recorded first in opening balance sheet. Liability side you have to record as prize fund 5000 because it is given in adjustment. Institution or institute has prize fund of rupees 5000, so it will appear in opening balance sheet liability side prize fund 5000, and again in adjustment it is given that which was invested. It was invested, that's why in opening balance sheet only asset side it will be recorded as prize fund investment 5000. Again second effect will be carry forward in closing balance sheet. Liability side prize fund 5000. On asset side prize fund investment 5000. Now let's take the receipt side. Income from prize fund investment 1000. That will be added in the prize fund in closing balance sheet. You can see here in prize fund it is added and it is recorded as income from prize fund investment 1000. Total amount is 6000. The another account on the receipt side, 2 donation are received for prize fund. Again donation is also received for the prize fund, so again it will be added in closing balance sheet liability side. In prize fund you have to add and you have to write that donation received 500. Now let's take payment side. By prize awarded 1800. Prices are given, so it will be deducted from the prize fund and it will be recorded as less prize awarded 1800. So after deducting you have to record amount in outer column 4700. This is adjustment related to the stock of stationery. On payment side you can see by stationery purchase 7000. First adjustment it is given on 1st April 2018 stock of stationery was 800. Second adjustment stock of stationery on 31st March 2019 was 1300. This is the stock at the end of the year, that is on 31st March 2019. It means this is the closing stock. And first adjustment on 1st April 2018 stock of stationery was rupees 800. This is the opening stock of stationery. Let's see the effect. In income and expenditure account, first we will take first adjustment. On 1st April 2018 stock of stationery was 800. It will be recorded as opening stock. So on expenditure side you can see to opening stock of stationery 800. Now let's take the payment side. By stationery purchase it will be added in the stationery stock of stationery debit side of the income and expenditure account. You can see it is added and it is recorded as purchase 7000. So total stationery is now worth rupees 7800. Second adjustment, stock of stationery on 31st March 2019 was rupees 1300. This is the closing stock, so it will be deducted. So from the stock of stationery less closing stock of stationery 1300. After deducting, amount is recorded in outer column, that is 6500. Second effect is given in balance sheet asset side. Stock of stationery 1300. So we have seen all the adjustments related to the not-for-profit concern. In next lecture we will see how to solve the sum for not-for-profit concern.